Hey there, I agree with you in part. It could be more of a language thing where our disagreement comes in here than anything. So if you look up the word addiction in the dictionary, you'll find out that it says, that it's a compulsive behavior. So it may start out as a choice, but at some point, at the point where they become addicted, they have lost control. They no longer have the ability to just say, you know what, I think I don't want to use this drug today. And it could be a chemical dependence, it could be psychological, could be, and most often it's a combination of the two. So they may want to stop, but they have a compulsion that keeps them going. And there's not enough want to in the world to overcome that in most cases. And if you talk to someone who is really addicted to drugs or alcohol, talking to them about goals is that's a waste of time. Their only goal is to get their next fix. Okay, let's talk about the boundaries. You're right. Boundaries, the primary purpose of boundaries is to protect the people on the inside from emotional harm and sometimes from physical harm. However, if a family member or a family system is enabling a person who's addicted to drugs or alcohol, they're contributing to the problem. They're keeping them stuck in their behavior. In other words, they have very little incentive to change as long as the family is doing things for them that they could be and should be doing for themselves. So when the family sets and maintains healthy boundaries, the options of the addict begin to run out, and they begin to discover they can't live life on their own the way that they want to live it as an independent adult. That helps create a willingness in them to listen, to try to think about maybe doing things a little different than the way they've been doing it before, to accept. It creates a willingness in them to accept the right kind of help. So I'm not saying that we should try to control our loved ones by setting boundaries. We set the boundaries to protect ourselves. But often a byproduct of setting those boundaries is that it does limit their options, and it does often create a willingness in them to accept the right kind of help when we offer them that option.